When you finally find somewhere to rent that's within your budget. Me in PE watching my 6-7 foot classmate utilize every muscle in his body to kick the soccer ball towards my face at Mac Jesus. Devs watching 20 million people play their game with just 1,000 copies sold. MFs when they find out animatronics always had red eyes. What gives people feelings of power, money, status? Chilling a mosquito by grabbing it out of thin air. I'll unlock my full power, you asked for it. Sailor 1, what would we do with a drunken sailor? Sailor 2, put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. The captain, you did what? Coke has a rubbery aftertaste. Well, Pepsi tastes like drain cleaner. Water, thanks bro. Velma is bad. Queen Cleopatra, it's showtime. Get actual help and therapy, it is what it is. Men. My father when I interrupt his sentence after he finished it. My father when he interrupts me at the start of my sentence. Elementary teachers. High school teachers. Thomas Jefferson. Alright guys, sign your names on the declaration pretty small so that everyone has enough space. John Hancock. I went to bed at 3 AM. I didn't sleep well last night. Western teenagers talking about how their parents once slapped them. Asians. Blizzard is scrapping Overwatch 2 hero missions and progression. It's clear that we can't deliver on the original vision for PvE. Team Fortress 2, man vs machine. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. People who shower, people who she's standing up. When game devs keep naming games with shadow of, they can't keep getting away with it. MFs who have never broken or fractured a bone, MFs who haven't caught even once. Okay guys, we need some historical evidence that Cleopatra was black. We tell people she was African. Yup, African black. Chill guys, my grandma told me that Cleopatra was black, so we are good to go. Employee of the month. The battle of the century. Sigma male. Astrology girls. Women completely women in just underwear. PS5 digital only, you think you're better than me. PS5 with disk drive, I'm better than you. Virus entered a cell, here's a list of proteins you have to make. Ribosome, there for this cell right. There for this cell right. Man, woman, white, black, poor, rich, Asian. People who think losing weight is fat phobic. Chicago, Ohio. Can't escape hell now be. Rich people, we are not so different, you and I, everyone else. Net worth by percentile in the US. A Netflix original series, sold. She before shower, shower before she. Airlines when you don't arrive 30 minutes before your flight departs. Airlines when they delay your flight by 6 hours. Teacher, you got an F for history. Me, that's impossible. I have first-hand experience. My first-hand experience. Turning 18. Live at home forever. Pay thousands in rent and never buy a home. Anti-alcohol. Stop driving under the influence. Back in my day, even with slow and buffering internet, you could watch something uninterrupted if you stopped the video for long enough. Sure grandma, let's get you back to bed. Grandmoms to grandsons who can't cook. Oh dear, gorgeous. Grandmoms to granddaughters who can't cook. You effing donkey. People who drink coffee. People who drink tea. People who don't drink either. How antisocial are you? I can stay in my room for 3 days without getting bored as long as I have food and a good internet. Art takes time. You have 2 days to finish. Art teachers. People who have never caught it. I'm the strongest. MFs who have never broken a bone. No, it's clearly me. Amateurs. What was that punk? People who have never been stung by a bee. Amateurs. Evil dude that does one good thing before they lied. Anime characters. Americans. Why is my download speed so slow? It's only at 40 Mbps. Australians. If I had a nickel for every time a DC movie with a problematic actor had to compete against a Transformers movie and an animated Spider-Man movie in the box office, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Legend of Zelda releases a new game that is so good that people are already calling it Game of the Year. Game developers, when they realize you can release a big budget game and it is not a buggy mess that gets fixed by DLC 2 months later. Europeans confused why Asians don't use wok to cook rice. Asians confused why Europeans don't use rice cookers. Boomers. What do you mean AI will replace millions of jobs? We are just about to retire and have already booked a 300-day world cruise. Gender reveal be like. Play a character named John. Play a character with literally any other name. Me and the boys after the teacher uses our work as the example for all the other classes. We are intellectually superior in every way. You're nauseous because you haven't eaten. I can't eat this, I'm nauseous. Why doesn't Hollywood make original movies anymore? Universal. Disney. When you burn your mouth on the first bite and can't taste the rest of the meal. Modern Reese's recipe. 90s Reese's recipe. Couldn't get out of bed. Hey, my full bladder, let's get out of here. Oct means 8 but October is the 10th month. Gamers. You know what, I'm just gonna say it, I don't care who Taylor Swift is dating. Watching a 500-pound woman board the plane after being told my luggage was 3 pounds too heavy. A very toxic solid, a very toxic gas. Table salt. PvE gets cancelled. Blizzard, not to worry, we are still flying half a game. Me and a stranger in the bumpers cars when we bump for the first time. When we bump for the 6th time. What gives people feelings of power, money, status? In an electrical outlet. What do you want to do with your life? Me, I just want to sleep and do nothing. When you're saving for retirement but only make $15 per hour. Born to work. 95-year-old Lamisa banker celebrating 75 years and counting on the job. Cutting the lawn at middle of the day. Cutting the lawn at 5 AM on Sunday. Neighbor. Do you ever listen to a song from your childhood and it unlocks so many memories and you break down crying and realize you can't get back those good times when you didn't have to worry about anything? Yeah, I'm having that effing moment right now. Not all men just want X. Some men just want to leave this sick society behind and start a self-sufficient community in the mountains. Perfect. Me, I'm done with your attitude, young lady. My daughter with the same attitude as me. Me, my f***ing, you didn't have to cut me off. Management, decent worker, the ones that know their stuff. When you see someone with a fake leg, prosthetic. Lactose intolerant people, so you're an adult and you still drink milk. Lactose tolerant people, yes. People who trap and set free spiders, people who chill them. People who never chill spiders so their house can be bug free. My confidence level in chat, call, video call, real meet. I work at a credit card company. Someone replied to our offer by taping the no postage necessary flyer to a box full of their trash and a small boulder. I need romance in my life. If you're gonna give me a dirty look for being at the liquor store at 9 AM, don't effing be open then. Lab reports, online homework, midterms, essays, completely reasonable deadlines. Me trying to resist the urge to make a sarcastic comment when someone asks a stupid question at work. Steve Harvey asks Zuli suggestive question. Contestant gives Zuli suggestive answer. Steve Harvey. the English language when it learns about a useful word from a different language. Oh, but they do have nice taste. I think I'll use it. Me as a dad, whenever I hear literally anyone say I'm hungry. Even your teacups are cat shaped. My entire life is being consumed by cats. AAA studios releasing almost the same game every year for $70. Indie devs literally putting their soul into a game and selling it for $6. How to have fun as an adult. When two people are speaking Spanish and you recognize a word. Got, sacrifice a single being and your waifu shall come to life. The stronger the being, the more she will love you. Me, that's right, I'll sacrifice God. Game with bed batteries. Innocent TV remote. The game. The community. You are young and then at some point you are just suddenly thrilled by this. How could I date someone when I'm in this financial situation? I would just be giving my partner a burden to carry that isn't theirs. Little Smokey. I think so too. I chilled a man and you. Go gadget bench extender. My 8-year-old self seeing me use it and get every weekends. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Watch anime 1 episode a week as it releases to keep up with the memes. Watch an entire season at once when it finishes. Me with over 300 series on my plan to watch list. Hehehe, look at that non-blurry kid over there. LMAO 4KAB. Vegans are always talking about how they are vegan. People who drink water when another consumable liquid is mentioned. Me start thinking that the girl I'm flirting with actually likes me after she accepts to marry me. I'm very insecure. Oh, all this time I thought it was an act. White girls on Twitter getting offended over something referencing another culture. Hurts, doesn't it? People of the culture seeing how respectfully it was handled. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't have casted it any other way. Had a first date with a girl who insisted we go to a really expensive place where she ordered a $25 appetizer, $45 steak and a $15 drink. She wouldn't put down her phone, kept taking calls and answering texts. The waitress noticed and motioned for me from behind her. I excused myself and the waitress had separate bills all made up and asked if I wanted to pay my share and leave her at the table. I said that would be wonderful, so I did. Can't wait to hear future generations give their children advice like, son, if something sounds too goosey to be trill, it's probably cat bede. The first cicada of the season just walked itself right into my fire pit. 13 years underground. Looked at the world and said nope. You didn't set your alarm. Oh yes I did. Checked 5 times. When you have 103 tabs open and you can't find where the sound is coming from. People with food allergies having an allergic reaction. Lactose intolerant people not caring about the consequences. PC gamers when their custom $15,000 gaming setup performs better than a $400 console. March 18. Happy birthday. Thank you. November 21. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you. Me who can't solve the puzzle in a video game. A YouTube tutorial explained by a 10-year-old with a bad mic. Seems to me people get blindly aggressive about stuff they don't understand. Tip: spice up your panic attack with a harmonica. When you shake your birthday present and it sounds like Lego. When you finally have enough battery percentage to roll over on the other side of the bed. When you spend hours troubleshooting a tech issue only to realize you forgot to turn it on. People who use paper toilet seat covers. People who she's standing up. People who beret it. 17-year-olds as a kid. 17-year-olds as an adult. Hollywood CGI animators working 18-hour days 7 days a week so Vin Diesel can look cool jumping his car over an active volcano. Alone. Pros. Alone. Cons. Alone. My hair after an hour of professional styling. My hair after getting blown by the wind for 5 minutes. The reason I like staying up late so much is because between the hours of 1 AM to 5 AM the world is quiet and no one expects anything from me. I could literally stare at a wall for 4 hours with no consequences. I love the silence and calm, I love it. Now you will never have to think for yourself or change your parents' beliefs. Birthdays as a kid. Birthdays as an adult. Harlequin poison frog, you're not alone. LMAO, I was just looking up frog facts and I got suicide prevention. Jesus, watching people tell their reason for using Tinder is to make new friends. Start the rapture. Women with a time machine. I'm your granddaughter, really? Me with a time machine. I missed you, grandma. Sure thing, do you want meatballs as usual? LOL equals laughing out loud. LOL equals hair. When you fight through all the tech support and have to face the final boss. When your gaming PC is so fast you can't even enjoy the loading screen music. DJ Khaled suffering from success. The server comes to the table while you're chomping on your food and asks if everything's okay and you're just like, I really feel like getting head for no particular reason. When somebody wrote turn to page 72 in your health book and it has a topic you are eager to learn. So did anyone else go through a phase as a kid where you were genuinely concerned about the Bermuda Triangle? 6-year-old me was like, bro, why are we not solving this problem? My right shift key. My left shift key. Two of them. Two of them. Two of them. When you have to watch a boring baseball game with your American friend because he pays the bills. She's mad because I don't text her often. I text her. Her replies, okay, that's great. Left on scene. Good news, Bobby. According to these test results you're gifted. Wow, how gifted. You're in this blue region here. Keen lifelong awareness of own deficiencies. How many Japanese people grew up wondering why their noses didn't bleed when they got hon? Huh. Sorry, that was a strange thing to ask. When you realize 2013 was 10 years ago. My favorite hello and hardest goodbye. Blackberries have cool stages of life now. Each day I realize I don't know how anything works in this world. How that water be looking after days of soda and juice, cheese and coffee. POV, me finishing arguments in record time by agreeing with all the insults. Friend, oh so you draw memes. Me, yes. Friend, so you must be good at it. Me, no. Who I thought I would be like when I became middle-aged. Who I'm actually like in middle age. Fast and Furious 1. Fast and Furious 9. Fast and Furious 17. Liberals, black people, Republicans, F Cleopatra. A woman I once met told me this: to judge a place, look at the stray cats. If they are friendly, bold and relaxed, you know it is a good village with good people. The sound quality is really nice though, right? Having it wired truly makes a difference. Other drivers, wow, that guy is driving like an a-hole. Why is he in such a rush? Me when I get home. That guy's definitely a huh. Well, I'm to though. Agreed. Well, I'm to though. First week of school. Middle of school. Last week of school. The next day. If I had a nickel for every time a coworker almost started a fire at work while I wasn't there, I would have 3 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened thrice. Types of headaches: migraine, hypertension, stress, being stuck between Germany and Russia. People who say soda, people who say pop, people who say soda pop. The founding fathers, after spending a lifetime creating a series of elaborate clues and riddles only to watch Nicolas Cage solve everything in a single movie. Clowns then. Clowns now. Formerly known as Prince. special guest in our Zoom faculty chat. This is surreal. If Matthew McConaughey looks like this in a Zoom call, imagine what we look like. What happened to him? He went to a nightclub in his 30s. Immortal jellyfish make me mad because it's wasted potential. Effing idiots solve immortality just to mindlessly float around forever and nothing else. All the time in the world and still can't walk on land, can't learn to speak, can't even evolve anymore. Embarrassing. Never taking my dog to this groomer ever again. You ever come across someone who is academically super smart but also might be the dumbest person you have ever met? Honda Civic Type R. I like bad boys. When he does bad things. What's wrong with texting first and replying to a text immediately? What's wrong with calling and telling them you miss them? What's wrong with showing you care? Be real and put your pride aside, and if they can't match your energy, do yourself a favor and leave. Be a boomer. Enjoy the Zill revolution and study almost for free. Buy a house and raise a family on a single income. Right after you retire, AI takes over your job. Doorbell rings, me at home by myself. If your parents approve of your marriage but your grandparents and uncles didn't, would you still get married? Might as well ask the postman too if I'm taking everyone's opinion. Me listening to the same 11 songs in my phone every day. Good workout in the field. What have you been up to? Strangling chickens. I can never eat chicken again in my life now. Just because they're your favorite character, they can't solo anyone in the anime verse. If those kids could read, they would be very upset. Do you work well under pressure? Needs the response: is this job one that regularly engages actual emergencies? Example, an ER, a fire department. Or do you fabricate urgency through poor management, uneven distribution of duties, and an inflated sense of self for upper management? Me in the meeting wondering how they got the big table through the door. Weather app, only a 5% chance of rain. Me getting hit with the 5%. My country, when the PM gives himself over a 100% increase in salary while underpaying public workers. France, when the retirement age gets increased by 2 years. Chips at the top of the bag. Chips at the bottom of the bag. Girl says she has a crush on me. The class, the princess has fallen in love with yoga. Mom, did you actually expect me to buy you a new console because you stared at it for 2 hours? Preteen MS, kinda. People who watch anime. People who read manga. Me working hard because the CEO called us family and scheduled a pizza party. People with ADHD. Anything else? The things they have to do. Me trying to watch more than 1 episode of anime per month. My wife, son, and responsibilities. Today I drew a picture of mama and papa. Thank you for everything. She's gonna be such a good and honest kid. So did you grow up to be a good and honest kid? I got nothing. Girls be like oopsies. And then blame it on their zodiac. Like, oh sorry, I'm an asparagus. Bought my son a 300-piece toolkit and a toolbox for his 15th birthday. I stole his 10mm. He needs to learn the struggle is real. I'm full of life lessons. When I'm on my 3rd hum and they just keep talking. 8-year-old me getting a good whiff of that gas station gasoline. Is there a polite way to ask what is the purpose of this meeting and why do I need to be included? I just want to be clear on the objective of this meeting, so I'm being thoughtful on my contribution. If they tell you that got nothing to do with you, say, well, I won't be a value add here, so looking forward to reading the recap email you send out. My BF bought some donuts and I took a bite out of every single one just to F with him, but then he got mad about something else and I'm afraid when he sees the donuts he's gonna lose his shit. Me at the pearly gates watching my chill cam and seeing that I drop common loot. I'm cancelling my subscription. But Peter, you'll miss out on all these brilliant exclusive shows. You don't need to convince me, I'm already cancelling. The official sports energy drink when I was a kid. When Ringo asks if he can do a drum solo and the other Beatles tell him to shut the F up, I'm a drummer. I helped a title person. I helped a title person. When you're too old to have used AI to cheat in class but young enough to have AI to take your job. Girls after spending $2,000 on clothes. This is fine. Guys after spending $5 on a t-shirt. I'm never going to financially recover from this. When you have been busy for a few hours and you come back to 0 messages. Listening to Linkin Park as a kid. Listening to Linkin Park as an adult. You're not gonna play with us. I prefer surfing the net, not the waves. And when nobody wakes you up in the morning, and when nobody waits for you at night, and when you can do whatever you want. What do you call it, freedom or loneliness? Charles Bukowski. A caveman from 9652 BC watching my modern A waste 10 gallons of water in my sink because the temperature isn't right. The whole class going on a field trip. That one kid who didn't get the permission slip signed. Heaviest objects in the universe. Our sun, neutron stars, black holes, me, big fatty. And I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a and he's also a crab. In-flight entertainment should have a category: move as you can finish before we land, and eliminate titles as you get closer. The leaders of America are elected via a popularity contest, rather than being chosen for their overall contribution. Me waiting for my phone to stop ringing so I can text them and ask what they wanted. Me, casually existing in front of guests. Mom, I'll deal with you later. If you lose one sense, your other senses become enhanced. That's why people with no sense of humor have a heightened sense of self-importance. I took the pill for over 2 years so my boyfriend could go but he won't take a daily allergy pill so I can have a kitten. Alright. Me finally free of this year's exams and all the stress and chaos they caused. Strange feeling of emptiness and loneliness about to consume me. Me 99% of the time. I don't really get what's going on, but I'll pretend like I do. Dating sims provide all the romance I'll ever need. Them, how's life, me, holding on. How Harry Potter looks in the movies. How he looks in the books, Harry Potter. My commitment to eating better when I see free food. The world is a cruel and unjust place. There is no harmony in the universe. The only constant is suffering. Minutes later, OMG, tomato salad with mozzarella, olive oil and Mediterranean herbs. When you're ignoring each other and waiting for a text back but fall both too petty to text first. Me, puts my things in a specific place so I won't lose them. Me looking for them the next day. I just lost them. Crazy how people get up at 5 AM to work out. I won't even get up at 5 AM to I will just lie there in pain. Middle-aged man. Me at 10 PM. Okay, just one video. Me at 2 AM. How many toilet seats does it take to stop a 50 caliber? So first Bud Light partnered with a trans chick. Now Miller Lite just made an ad hating on featuring women in bikinis in beer commercials. Essentially it's becoming nearly impossible for me to order a light beer at the bar without getting called gay by one of my boys. Did you know about Dash? For more information Google Dash. Sean. Horrific historical event. If I cheat on you, I'll tell you myself. That would be a big help, wouldn't it? Time to eat. When you're about to say something but then decide it's not worth the effort. English dialects differences. He fall. He autumn. I don't know who this anime girl is and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. Me with a time machine. They will your people if you let them off the boats. Take these. Thanks bro. Me when the periodic table does not contain the element of surprise. People who paste lyrics in YouTube comments. When your custom character is in the cutscene. Medieval alchemist attempts to create elixir of life, circa 1369. Alchemy 100. When you lied on your resume but got the job. Sometimes I don't realize an event was dramatic until I tell it as a funny story and notice everyone staring at me weird. How do people who hate small talk plan on being in sustained meaningful relationships? What are you gonna do? Hi honey, I'm home. Do you think free will truly exists? How to socialize with people. Talk. When I accidentally extract something in desktop home screen. Me remembering all 1015 Pokemon. Me struggling to remember 20 amino acids. When you're driving your friend who's also a cop. Do what you love and money will follow. Ate pizza, drank wine, took a 5-hour nap in my underwear and took selfies with my dog. Now I wait. If I just keep working really hard, never ask for a raise, come in early and never call in sick, my work will surely appreciate it and reward me. When you decide to skip class and you get an email from your professor saying class is cancelled. So this is the power of ultra instinct. How introverts make friends. They don't. An extrovert found them like them and adopted them. So what did you do today? Ted takes 9 seasons to tell his children how he met their mother, while who talks about his entire life until arriving in Bel Air in less than 2 minutes. Pathetic. People who would disbelieve everything people say. People who would believe everything people say. People who would ask questions and study about the topic of the argument before believing or disbelieving. 2 days ago, I take my clothes out of the dryer. My clothes still after 2 days. You afraid to get wet? Me as a teenager, my parents' vodka, water. Boyfriend is sitting by his computer eating sausage with Wikipedia open to the page sausage. Mother, can you please fix my computer? Me, leans back in chair. Well, if it isn't Miss Get Off That Computer years 1994 to 2006. Time while working. Time while gaming. When Van Liesel does intermittent fasting, he also does intermittent furiousing. Me as an adult watching anime and reading manga about teenagers having happy healthy relationships in high school. Real girls after I become a weeb. Anime girls. When you write an aggressive argument but decide not to send it. Why are you still single? My response, women take one look at me and go, screaming, help, run. A big stupid ugly guy. They judge me before they even know me. This is peak cuteness. My ice and his flames. I wonder what will happen if we both clashed. It's going to be cold then hot. What else would happen? You need to make some formal call. Phone has been ringing for a while. Still ringing, no one answers. You decide that soon you can hang up. They did not answer, so you don't need to do adult things. They call right back. Jesus, I have mocked you, cursed your name and denied your existence. I can no longer bear the weight of my wrongdoings. You did really forgive and love me, of course. I have always loved you. Now come walk with me. Me after I finish eating at a buffet. Damn, this is such a good song, let me play it 78 times an hour until I hate it. My bachelor's degree, me. The BS irrelevant classes I'm forced to take. French people overthrowing one government they hate only to replace it with another government they hate. Me. Mom, please help me finish this school project. Mom, just give me 10 minutes, I'm cooking here, can't you see? Me. Well, pause it. Mom, you dare use my own spells against me, Potter. Some of us are really just living. We ain't dating, we don't like nobody. Nobody likes us. We are just working, eating, sleeping. Men fall asleep so quick, bro, what's the secret? We don't create fake scenarios in our heads that keep us up all night. Huh, why isn't anyone reacting? What do they think of me? Is it okay for me to cry? Can I leave? Average drunk person. Drunk programmer. When your hidden talents are so well hidden that even you can't find them. Me spamming buttons because I don't know the controls in Smash Bros. Random bullshit. Blizzard finds a new way to squeeze money out of their player base through Overwatch. EA. Write that down, write that down. Netflix Cleopatra. Cleopatra was a lover, not a fighter. Also Netflix Cleopatra. Cleopatra isn't the type of person who gives up. She's very much a fighter. B, which one is it? Actual therapy. Showering with hot. All other superheroes when one of them is saving the entire world during a movie. Reads 300 pages of terms and conditions. Clicks disagree. Me seeing Americans laying on their beds with their shoes on. Demon. Demon with a sad backstory. How I think I look in formals. Versus how I actually look in formals. How shall I get the serotonin and dopamine today? A. Embate. B. Buy myself something I don't need. C. Eat processed food. D. Complete one household task. E. All except D. People who pre-order games. I effing love science. People who wait 10 years to get it for free. People who have never caught it. People who have never broke a bone. People who have never been stung by a bee. People who have never had a bloody nose. So I got a notification from our security camera that someone was at the front door. Game company releases a halfway decent mobile game. The people who make the ads. I'm about to end this game's whole career. The principal of my school. Anime principals. 23-year-old hits on me. I tell him I'm 30. He says, oh, so can I get your email then? 10 out of 10. If you can't afford rent, that's your fault for living in a city. Maybe if you lived in an open field or perhaps some kind of bog. What I imagine when I close my eyes in the shower. Romance anime is trash. Is it really trash, or are you just angry that you don't have a girlfriend? College educated worker still not able to afford anything. Practice only worker who is always better at the same job and has his own house and family. Me, I'm sad, come cuddle my cat. No can do, homie, busy staring at ghosts until it's time to yell at bugs I can't reach. Walter White, I produced the purest in the world has ever seen, outsmarted my enemies and built an empire. Also I'm the danger. Also Walter White, I left you my rich first wife who genuinely loved me and also abandoned my own company because your family's wealth made me very insecure. When my friend who read manga tried to spoil anime for me, whoa dude, calm the F down. Telling a pop fan that you like Imagine Dragons. Telling a metal fan that you like Imagine Dragons. Schools looking for the fattest people they can find to be PE teachers. Evolution, okay, we need to do something to protect the most important organ. Thicker skull, scarier looks, more Employee of the month. What is your favorite fight scene in a predominantly non-combat anime? Any. PC users arguing which PC monitor is best. Me using a widescreen TV for my PC. When you use a phrase in a college paper without citing it because it was common knowledge, text scanning software, it's plagiarism then. Any woman that shows interest in you is an agent of the state. Immediately cut off all contact with her and flee the country. No trust. Leave me alone. FNAF movie. So how do I translate an extensive video game series into a lore accurate adaptation? Resident Evil movie series. That's the neat part you don't. Legally you aren't allowed to chill off. I'm above the law. Me at the beginning of the semester versus me now. Such a small bag it will only fit 2 large potatoes at most. How I sleep knowing I don't need to inhale orange flavored air to get through my day. Jack Black and his son look like they're in a movie where Jack Black's son's little brother swaps bodies with Jack Black and they have to figure out how to swap bodies back. When the racing simulator is so advanced you can even turn up and down. What can I say? I'm charming and irresponsible, irresistible. Teens in the 60s. Seniors now. Teens now. Seniors in 2080. You start a new manga or anime after your friend's recommendation. You enjoy the first half of the story. You realize where it's going but can't stop the urge to complete it. You become depressed and search on Google how to cure anime depression. Who is the most famous person in humanity? I mean that guy 99% recognize. Well, I would guess Jesus. Me. Cleans desktop by putting it all into a folder named stuff from desktop. My computer. Our situation has not improved. Geez, how do I play the game when it freezes so much? Laziness. Random motivation at 2 in the morning. More laziness. Who wore it better? When Godzilla fans tell me the 98 version looks bad, your boos mean nothing. I have seen what makes you cheer. Me leaving my house when I'm already late, a sudden urge to poo. Me, okay, last game and I have to get off. Lies, friend. One more. Me. Girls, boys are impatient and rude. Meanwhile me who has HDD in his laptop. Me and my mate after our plan of becoming YouTubers and living in the same house didn't succeed. All other organs, working their ass off to keep me alive. Brain, how about you chill off? All other organs, pardon me, what the F? Today's generation having basically no childhood. GTA 6. The haters can't stand the fact that I be sleeping so tight the bed bugs couldn't even comprehend the thought of biting me. The scariest things on earth, the dark, clowns, sharks, serial killers, Seth, losing track of a big spider in your bedroom. Japan, 8/11/16, 15/11/16, Russia, 1991, 2016. Do you ever feel like your body's check engine light has been on and you're still driving it like nah, it'll be fine? My friend solving a hard math problem, me waiting for the answer. When you skip the game tutorial. Diet Coke, Coke Zero. Tea cream, chocolate cream. When you successfully did something cool and you didn't require any help. Is it 5 PM? Oh wow, time for breakfast, lunch, dinner, I'm starving. Hey you, watch another anime for a change. We don't wanna, it's nice in here. It's our comfort zone. I'm sick of people thinking deodorant is optional. I'm sick of people thinking that they can judge others on a normal bodily function and that the only way they can be accepted is to wear something that is harmful or poisonous to your body. Just because some men in the 1880s decided bodily odor was no longer acceptable. You stink. The first time you figure out what your D can do. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Company makes a show that looks, shit ton of memes about it, brings more people to hate watch, show had massive success. Maturity is when you delay your breakdown because you know it's not the right time for it. While you're sleeping peacefully in your college dorm and you hear the smoke alarm from the communal kitchen, that one random guy at 2 AM. Bro, songs from early 2000s cartoons just hit different. I fear no man, but that thing, people who use inverted controls for anything other than flying games, it scares me. Boys pants pockets, let me hold that universe for you king. Girls pants pockets, boo-hoo, your phone is too big. Me, how to enter dark web, friend, if you know where to go. Straight men, I like women. Gay men, I like guys. Bisexual men, a hole is a hole. Hello. It's too bright, I can't see the screen. It is not an entry-level job if you require 5 years of experience. Employers, What's going on here? I call this the might make another sandwich might not. My niece drew me holding hands with a burrito and I have never felt more understood. I didn't put monsters under your bed to scare you. I put them there because I know you get lonely at night. Thanks Satan. Private jet sales likely to reach highest ever level this year, report says. Global fleet has more than doubled in 2 decades with more private flights made last year than ever before. Sorry for all that emission from our luxury jets. Don't forget that climate change is your fault. At least plastic straws are banned. Half of America makes less than 35k. Stop asking us why we are not having children. Stop asking us why we are not buying homes. Stop asking us why we can't save. Stop asking why we don't get a better job. Ask corporations why they are paying their employees low wages. I started work at 10 AM today, so I'm getting off at 6 PM no matter what it takes. Grand Wizard and his young apprentice. These guys look like some kinda Zelda merchants that sell you artichokes and pumpkins respectively. Weekday morning 7 AM. So tired, can't move. Weekend morning 7 AM. I have never been more awake. When your homie keeps farting and pretending they didn't. America, Europe, insane housing prices. Huh, you'll fight to return alive just for cake. Me trying to sleep and not get caught in class. Pit bulls are bad. They will all maul a child and always turn evil. Learn how to take care of them and grow a set. Can't stop thinking about the time my friend sold her placebo control as a party this guy and then we watched him pretend to trip for like 3 hours. Trade offer. I receive. Nothing, haha, don't worry about it. You receive a big wooden horse. When you hate to be the first one in a relationship to say I love you but the Whopper with extra pickles you order just isn't much of a talker. Me trying to fall asleep. Random thoughts start popping up. Remember some embarrassing stuff I did in school. Existential crisis kicks in. You can't get spoiled if you don't use any social media. Just think about it. Context. My friend. Today is the first day of my new job. I'm motivated to work. Me. Very good. Good luck to you. Do your best. The actual conversation. How I look while listening to music. The music. I love old science fiction because it's all like it's the distant year 2003 and man is exploring the deep corners of the universe like God bless you old sci-fi, you had such high hopes for us. Your mom. Back in my day we had no Coke and no Pepsi. Coca-Cola was released in 1886. Me going to bed at 6 AM. My dad waking up at 6 AM. 9-year-old me saying goodbye to my friends that I met on the beach and I would never see them again. Let's do something really scary. We could go to bed early and be alone with our thoughts. How's it going? Nothing makes any sense. I'm scared, I'm lonely, my time is fleeting and reconciling with reality is so deeply disturbing that I can feel myself slipping further into a black hole of hopeless acceptance and yet somehow it's more comforting than interacting with human beings. Android. File saved successfully. Me. And where exactly it is saved? Android. Who the F knows? Boss, I understand that you are on vacation but this is an urgent matter, can you help? Me. Yes of course. Yes of course. Parents and teachers, don't do drugs. Mario. 1 year in here for $100 million. No phone, games, clock or timekeeping, nothing. Lights are always on. They don't tell you when time is up and if you leave too early you get nothing. When you greet a dog and the owner starts talking to you, I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. It's only a job if you're a ex, otherwise it's just a blow hobby. I guess I would rather lie than work. Girls while breathing. Breathing is fun. Boys while breathing. Water breathing first form. I'm at the age where I won't make eye contact with someone because they look like a talker. Me trying to figure out God's plan for me. How exciting, another closed door. Kids in anime are useless and annoying. My 14-year-old daughter just screamed F and slammed her bedroom door after learning she'll be graduating every month or so for the next 30 to 40 years, and I can't blame her a bit. Rare footage of a man who studied the wrong chapter for the test. When someone asks me about directions in the city I lived my whole life. YouTubers 11 minutes into a DIY tutorial. Next, just fire up your $381,000 industrial CNC machine. Passing a slow driver. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Turns to see what they look like. When you hit a spider and it run behind the bed. My favorite bands. I just find music I like and put it into a giant playlist. Watch One Piece with 1050 plus episodes. Watch random 88 short anime with good story. Me arriving at school or work in a good mood. 29 minutes later. OMG, when is lunch? 2 + 2 = 4. Blink. My dad was treated so poorly and rudely by his waitress, and he tipped her $30 and she chased him out of the restaurant crying and apologizing, and he said, "I know you're probably having a bad day, so I hope I made it better." Such a stand-up man. No one wants to work anymore because there is no reward. Half of us are living paycheck to paycheck. No saving for retirement. No saving for a house. Straight up 2 paychecks away from living on the street. When you only receive messages because someone wants something, it's the trick. Send no reply. Indians are the biggest hypocrites ever. They do not F men and yet they use a fake do, clearly a male tool substitute, to themselves. Someone got rejected by Indian. My friend, you should get a GF. Also, my friend gets angry and stops talking to me when I tell her I got a GF. Me, hold on. This whole operation was your idea. Me while typing LMAO. Weatherman, prepare for the 90s. Me. Guys with sleeve tattoo. It defines who I am. 10-year-old me. Earwigs looking to eat my brains through my ear. Stop, look close, don't be fooled. Raisins can be anywhere. Vigilance is your only protection against the dreaded fool's chocolate. Come here boy. Cats, I would never be a simp. Come here boy. Dogs, at your service my lord. Uber driver, fun night, me. I asked the AI to draw Colonel Sanders as African American. Controlling my tongue is no problem, it's my face that needs deliverance. Me in the shower trying to remember if I already use the shampoo. Do not fully charge your phone, it ruins the health of your battery. My phone battery. Buying a game on discount. It becomes free with PS Plus or Game Pass or EA Play, etc. Wearing sunglasses to protect your eyes. Wearing sunglasses to avoid eye contact with people. I don't care what they tell you in school, Trudeau was black. Prime Minister Trudeau. A missile just blew up my effing house. US Army, what the F is wrong with you? Women, did you really think just awkwardly staring at me from across the bar for 2 hours was gonna make me say hello to you? Socially awkward MFs, kinda. Japan destroying a couple of boats. America destroying 2 effing cities. Anxiety causing symptoms of physical illness. Physical illness causing symptoms of anxiety. FNAF movie trailer releases after 8 years of waiting. The eyes are red instead of a black void with a single white dot. Teachers who rightfully confiscated phones during class. American students. For clients who think exposure is worth anything, who's the artist of Washington's portrait on the $1 bill? Quick, anybody. That artwork has had more exposure than you'll ever provide, but that hasn't made the artist well known. Just give me the dollar. Middle school teachers after winning an argument against a 12-year-old. After 20 years I can finally prove this PSA wrong. 2003, you wouldn't download a car. 2023. Computer, save this image as .png. Me, yes. It's important for our future children after all. They're flirting, and it's right in front of everyone. Overheard after helping elderly ladies find their stop. Lady, see, I told you to ask the goth girl. Goth girls are always nice. Did you know, the universe is about 93 billion light years in diameter? That's larger than 2 football fields.